The cab rolled to a stop in front of the turreted Victorian mansion, and Eleanora Duncan emerged from the back seat. She plucked cash from her wallet to press through the opened window to the driver. He snatched the bills and the taxi rolled off, leaving her standing in a cloud of exhaust fumes. She coughed, waving a gloved hand before her, thinking that between good old pollution and the cigar-smoking board members on the committees she was forever attending, her poor lungs wouldn't last to blow out 81 candles on her birthday cake. She hobbled up the porch steps, pulling off her gloves and stuffing them into her purse. As she reached the front door, she found it ajar. Heavens to Betsy! She'd only been away for an hour to take her seat on the county hospital board. Had Zelma lost her mind? Eleanora could hardly believe her longtime housekeeper would leave the house accessible to any common thief. Or, worse still, what if the cat had gotten out? As if on cue, Lady Godiva's whiskered face peered around the jamb. Before Eleanora could shove the cat back inside, the feline slipped through the door. She brushed past Eleanora's ankles and took off without a moment's hesitation. "Lady!" she called to her precious baby. "Sweetheart, come back here this minute." She frowned, watching her prized Persian scoot down the steps and toward the street. "Bad girl!" Eleanora scolded in a voice 2 octaves higher than normal. "You know you're not allowed to roam the neighborhood." She pressed blue-veined hands together, thinking of the things her baby could pick up outdoors. The ticks, the fleas, a dirty Tom's wanton interest. "Zelma!" she hollered as she hurried through the door and ducked her head into the foyer. "Zelma! Where the devil are you?" Damned if the woman wasn't deaf as well as blind. She thought of the housekeeper who'd been with her longer than her husband and son, both of whom had passed 2 years before. God rest their souls. Well, Eleanora couldn't wait for Zelma to appear. She turned around in the doorframe and caught sight of Lady Godiva there on the cobblestone path, sniffing at the bordering begonias. "Lady," she called out again, and hooked her purse on the doorknob. Her low heels tapped on the porch floor as she made her way after the cat, her arthritic hips slowing her gait. She was but a few yards away when the copper-hued Persian lifted her head, tail twitching. Eleanora reached out her arms, smiling. "Come here, precious. Come to Mommy." She was almost near enough to bend and scoop up Lady when a butterfly swooped down from the sky, fluttering enticingly, and the cat plunged off the curb and into the road. "Lady Godiva! No!" Eleanora frantically scanned the street left and right, sighing when she saw no traffic. "Please come back, pretty girl. Oh, for Pete's sake."